Hello students, today's topic is herpes viridae and it's a DNA virus, and today I will discuss about the herpes viruses, especially with bovine herpes virus and equine herpes virus. The term herpes virus is derived from the Greek word herpin, which means to creep. Creep means it refers to the spreading cutaneous lesion, especially seen in herpes simplex virus infection in the humans, and so the name was given as herpes virus. And these viruses are enveloped having icosahedral symmetry, and the viruses is having four distinct morphological structure, that is core, capsid, tegument, and envelope. Core is a DNA structure, means a single linear double stranded DNA. Capsid consists of 162 capsomas, and there is a tegument surrounding the capsid, which contains many viral protein. And the tegument is enclosed by a lipoprotein envelope, which is having glycoprotein spikes. This picture shows the structure of herpes virus. Here you can see the DNA, which is enclosed in icosahedral capsid, and outside the capsid is the tegument, which is a protein coat, and it contains many viral proteins. And surrounding the tegument is the viral envelope, which is derived from the host nucleus, and envelope is having glycoprotein as peplomers. This virus is sensitive to ether and other lipid solvents, and also liable to heat, desiccation means drying, and acidic pH. And these can be cultured on the cell culture of their natural host. And these are having three subfamilies: alpha herpes virini, beta herpes virini, and gamma herpes virini. Of them, alpha herpes viruses, it produces rapid cytopathic effect. Cytopathic effect means it causes structural change in the host cell, and it causes the lysis of the host cell and the cell death, and which is characterized by the syncytia formation. Syncytia formation means the fusion of infected cells occurs with the neighboring cells, and it causes the formation of multinucleated enlarged cells. Whereas the beta and gamma herpes are slow cytopathic, and some herpes viruses can be grown on the embryonated eggs and produces hemorrhages and pock lesions on the coriolent type membrane. Coming to its application, virus attaches to the host cells with the help of envelope of glycoprotein, and it enters into fusion with the plasma membrane. And its replication occurs in the host nucleus, and envelope is derived from the nuclear membrane of the host cells, and its release occurs through the exocytosis, and from the virus before exocytosis it enters to the endoplasmic reticulum, and then through exocytosis virus is released. Coming to the different characteristics of the different herpes viruses, alpha viruses, these replicate and spread rapidly. As I told earlier that they are rapid cytopathic cells, and they causes latent infections. Latent infection is a characteristic of the herpes viridae family viruses, and these causes latent infection in sensory ganglia. Sensory ganglia means the in the ganglia of the peripheral nerves, and beta herpes viruses, these causes the infected cells to enlarge, and that's why they are also known as cytomegalovirus, and they become latent in secretory glands and lymphoreticular cells. Lymphoreticular cells means spleen, lymph node, thymus, bone marrow, these are the lymphoreticular cells. And gamma herpes viruses, they infect T cell or B cells and produce latent infection in these cells. And gamma herpes viruses are also involved in neoplastic transformation of the lymphocytes. Herpes virus infections results in the characteristic eosinophilic intranuclear inclusion bodies, and these infections are latent and reactivation occurs and intermittent virus shedding occurs. And the transmission of the herpes virus is generally associated with the direct contact or through the droplet or fomite. And the virus can be shedded in nasal, oral, genital secretions, and these provides a source of infection for the other animals, and transfer also occurs from the dam to the offspring. And if the environment is moist and cool, then it promotes the extended survival of the herpes viruses. Coming to the classification, it is having 3 subfamilies, alpha herpes virini, and it is having 5 genera. Not needed to remember much, but the genera are simplex virus, varicella-virus, mardi virus, iltovirus, and scutavirus. Beta herpes viruses, it is having 4 genera, and gamma herpes virini, it is having 4 genera. Mostly important animal viruses are there. These are included in the simplex virus, varicella virus, mardi virus, and iltovirus. Different viruses which are important for the veterinary are avian of the alpha herpes virini, most important. It includes various viruses like avian alpha herpes viruses, which is having of 3 types: enacted herpes virus, which is duck plague, also called as duck plague virus; gallid herpes virus 1, which is ILT or avian infectious laryngotracheitis virus; gallid herpes virus 2, Marek's disease virus. Other viruses are canid herpes virus, which causes infection in the puppies; caprine herpes virus, which causes conjunctivitis and various diseases of respiratory, digestive, and genital tract in the goats; felid herpes virus, which causes upper respiratory tract infection in cats. Bovine alpha herpes viruses, bovine herpes virus 1, most important virus, infectious bovine rhinotracheitis or infectious pustular vulvovaginitis virus. Other are bovine herpes virus 2, bovine herpes virus 5. Equine alpha herpes viruses are equid or equine herpes virus 1, 3, and 4, which are having different names. Equine herpes virus 1 is also called as equine abortion virus. Herpes virus 3, equine herpes virus 3 is also known as equine coital exanthema virus, and equine herpes virus 4 is also known as equine rhinopneumonitis virus. It also includes alpha viruses, also include Swede herpes virus 1, which causes pseudorabies or Escherichia disease. Beta herpes virini, it includes the herpes viruses of elephant, herpes viruses of lab animals, and Swede herpes virus, that is porcine cytomegalovirus. Gamma herpes virini, it includes important viruses of malignant catarrhal fever virus and other bovine herpes viruses 4 and 6, and equine herpes viruses 2, 5, and 7. Coming to the equine herpes viruses, these herpes viruses can cause respiratory, genital, mammary, and central nervous system diseases in bovine. And important herpes viruses are bovine herpes virus 1, which causes respiratory or genital disease in the form of infectious bovine rhinotracheitis or infectious pustular vulvovaginitis, or in males melanoposthitis. Bovine herpes virus 2, ulcerative mammalitis, that is the severe ulcerative condition of the teeth is caused, also causes pseudo lumpy skin disease in bovine. Bovine herpes virus 5, it causes encephalitis in calves, and bovine herpes virus 4 is reported in conjunctivitis, respiratory diseases, vaginitis, endometritis, skin nodules, and lymphosarcoma. Bovine herpes virus 6 is present in healthy animals. Coming to the detail of the bovine herpes virus 1, virus is also known as infectious bovine rhinotracheitis virus or infectious pustular vulvovaginitis virus. It is associated with several conditions of infectious bovine rhinotracheitis, infectious pustular vulvovaginitis, balanoposthitis, conjunctivitis, and also in the generalized disease of the newborn calves. This virus belongs to the herpes viridae family, family alpha herpes virini, and genus is simplex virus, and it is the important cause of losses of the livestock. It is having single antigenic type and which contains three subtypes 1.1, 1.2a and 1.2b. Subtype 1.1 is implicated in respiratory diseases, and the most of the vaccines for the control of bovine herpes virus 1 contains this subtype. And subtypes 1.2a and 1.2b, these causes mild respiratory infection, but they are involved in genital infections of bovine. Coming to the pathogenesis, virus causing infectious bovine rhinotracheitis is generally acquired through the aerosol, and its replication occurs on the mucous membrane of the upper respiratory tract, and viruses are shed in the nasal secretions, and also viruses also goes to the nerve endings of the trigeminal ganglion, where it becomes latent. And if the virus infects lymphocytes, then lymphocyte associated viremia occurs, and this transfer to the pregnant uterus of the pregnant animals and causes fetal infection and abortion. Coming to the genital infection may occur through the coitus or the contaminated semen of the from the artificial insemination. Virus replicates in the mucosa of the vagina or the prepuce, and then latent infection becomes established in the ganglions, sacral ganglia, or it causes focal necrotic lesions on the genital mucosa, which coalesce and forms large ulcers, and inflammatory reactions occurs there, and if bacterial infection occur, then it leads to endometritis. But the viremia is not a feature of the genital infection, so pregnant animals rarely abort. Coming to the clinical symptoms, in the outbreak of the disease, either form predominates, means in the same herd, either respiratory infection or the genital infections is prominently seen, and in fact incubation period for the disease is up to 4 days, and the severity of the respiratory disease is dependent upon the secondary bacterial infection. If the bacterial infections occur, then disease becomes severe, and affected animals develop high temperature, nasal discharge, and anorexia. Nares becomes inflamed, and so termed red nose is used. Also develops conjunctivitis and having lacrimal discharges, and corneal opacity is seen in the animal. Here you can see the corneal opacity. In uncomplicated infections, animal recover within a week, and if bacterial infection develop, then animals develop dyspnea, coughing, open mouth breathing, and death may occur. Generally, free range cattle infection is less, and severe outbreak occur in feedlot cattle, and their morbidity reaches up to 100%, and mortality may occur up to 10%. The cows which is having infectious pustular vulvovaginitis show vaginal discharge and the symptoms of frequent urination. Animals generally having genital infection recover within the 2 weeks. But if secondary bacterial infection occurs, then the condition becomes complicated, and it may lead to the temporary infertility, and vaginal discharge persist for the several weeks. Infected bulls have lesions on the penis and preputial mucosa. In general, generalized disease of young calves are characterized by fever, oculonasal discharge, respiratory distress, diarrhea, incoordination, and convulsion. As I told, the herpes virus infection is characterized by latent infection, and this infection also causes lifelong latent infection, and the periodic virus shedding occurs in bovine herpes virus 1. And in the both form of the diseases, lesions are focal and epithelial cell necrosis are seen. And in the aborted fetus, necrotic foci are present on the various organs, particularly on the liver. Coming to the diagnosis, diagnosis can be done by collecting the samples from the swab samples from the nares or the genitalia of the affected animals during the early acute phase of the disease, and these samples are also suitable for the virus isolation. And in the cell culture, the virus produces rapid cytopathic effect, syncytia formation, or intranuclear inclusion bodies. Virus antigens can be also demonstrated by immunofluorescence in the nasal or genital swabs. And in aborted fetus, histopathological examination can be conducted, and by immunohistochemical staining, viral antigens are demonstrated. PCR, viral neutralization test, and ELISA are also used for the diagnosis. And for the surveillance program, whether the herd is infected for the bovine herpes virus 1 or not, bulk milk samples are tested for the antibodies using ELISA. Coming to the control involves managemental practices and the vaccination. And for the vaccination, inactivated vaccine of and modified live vaccines are available. But the vaccination only reduces the severity of the disease, but it cannot prevent the infection totally. And the modified live vaccines are generally not practiced in the pregnant animals because it causes abortion. So its use should not be there in the pregnant animal. Marker vaccine are also available. Marker vaccine means the vaccine which allows differentiation between the infected animal from the vaccinated animals. And it is formed due to the deletion mutant, means the some part of the virus component are deleted, or by adding some protein, one or more protein. In this vaccine, for the infectious rhinotracheitis virus vaccine, or the genes coding for the thymidine kinase are deleted. This thymidine kinase is associated with neurotropism, latency, and the reactivation. And certain glycoprotein genes like glycoprotein E are deleted, which causes antibodies production in the natural infection. So when these vaccine, marker vaccines, which is lacking the glycoprotein E and thymidine kinase is given to the cattle, it differentiates between the vaccinated animal and from the naturally infected animal. So the differentiation of the vaccinated animal and the naturally infected animal can be done by using these vaccines. Coming to the herpes virus infection of the horses, there are several viruses, but the important viruses which causes disease in equine are equine herpes virus. It is equine abortion virus, also known as equine abortion virus, and this is the most important viral cause of the abortion in the equine. equine herpes virus 3, and next is equine herpes virus 4. All these three belongs to the varicella-virus genus, and these are responsible for the different conditions in the equine. Coming to the equine herpes virus or equine abortion, it is also known as equine abortion virus. It is the most important cause of the viral abortion in the horses, and it is widely present in the equine population, and it also causes respiratory diseases or equine herpes virus myeloencephalitis. Myeloencephalitis, yeah, encephalomyelitis means the infection of the spinal cord and the CNS both. And the principal route of the infection is through the respiratory tract. And after respiratory infection, viremia occurs, and if systemic infection occurs, it causes different systemic manifestations. So the equine herpes virus is associated with respiratory infection, abortion, neonatal death, and the neurological symptoms. Coming to the symptoms and lesions, generally it causes abortion, and if the it causes abortion in the single mare, but if there's many susceptible mares which immunity is not much are exposed to the aborted conceptus. Aborted conceptus means embryo and its associated membrane, means if the fetus is aborted, and if it is having a fetus and its membrane associated, and if the equine come into the contact of that aborted fetus, then it causes contamination of the herd, and the extensive outbreak of the abortion occurs in the herd, and which is known as abortion storms. Means the large number of the abortion occurs at a time. Generally, abortion occurs in the last trimester, but the abortion may occur in the early gestation also. And if the abortion occurs before the 6 months of the gestation, then the aborted fetus show autolysis. But after 6 months, generally autolysis in the fetus is absent, and the aborted fetus may show the signs of icterus, meconium staining of the integument, means icterus, jaundice like symptoms. Meconium, what is this? It's the first feces of the fetus, and integument means the outer surface of the fetus, aborted fetus is having staining of the meconium. Excessive fluid will be present in the body cavity, lungs will be distended, splenomegaly will be there, and prominent lymphoid follicles will be seen, and the numerous pale foci of the necrosis on the liver and kidney will be present. Diagnosis: characteristic clinical presentation of the abortion is the suggestive of the equine abortion virus infection, and the gross or histologic lesions in the aborted fetus are diagnostic for the equine herpes virus infection 1, and particularly the presence of intranuclear inclusion bodies in the affected tissues. Diagnosis can be also done with the immunohistochemical staining, PCR, virus isolation can be done, and ELISA can be done for the detection of the antibodies. And all these diagnosis preferred samples for the virus detection are placenta, fetal lung, thymus, liver, and the spleen. Coming to the prevention and control, its prevention and control also include the combination of management and the vaccination. Mares are generally vaccinated regularly to reduce the frequency of the abortion. And for this, inactivated and live attenuated vaccines are commercially available and which are widely used. And the managemental practices include the isolation of the pregnant mares on the basis of their polling dates. Mean if the viruses are having same time of the polling, they are separated in the separate groups. Introducing of the new mares in the established group group is avoided, and isolation of the index case means the first mare which aborted, and in contact all mares are isolated until they show the abortion or the fetal abnormalities. Coming to the equine herpes virus 2, which is also known as equine coital exanthema virus. It causes equine coital exanthema, or it is also known as genital horse pox or equine venereal balanitis. Balanitis means the infection of the penis. It is an acute disease, and generally the lesions are seen on the external genitalia of the both female and male, and which is initially as a papule and which develops in the vesicle and the pustules. These pustules rupture and causes ulcers, which generally coalesce to form lesion, and occasionally lesions are also present on the teeth, lips, and the respiratory mucosa. Coming to the diagnosis, its diagnosis is based on the clinical symptoms and the appearance of the lesions. Also, electron microscopy of the lesion scraping is done, or virus isolation can be done in the tissue culture. Virus neutralization and ELISA can be done. Its controls include the isolation of the affected horses, and they should not be used for the breeding purpose unless their lesions completely heal. Coming to the last virus, bovine herpes virus, or bovine rhinitis virus. It causes acute respiratory diseases of the horses and generally affect the foals over 2 months of age, because at the 2 months of the age means maternal antibodies faded and the foals become susceptible for the infection. In the affected animals, symptoms of fever, anorexia, profuse serous nasal discharge occurs, which later becomes mucopurulent, and for the control of the disease, live attenuated or inactivated herpes virus vaccines are available, and generally these vaccines are combined with the equine herpes virus 1, and it is also reported that live attenuated equine herpes virus 1 vaccine provides some protection against the equine herpes virus 4 infection. So this concludes the topic, equine herpes virus and bovine herpes virus.